Welcome to Nexgen Software Services. My name is John Novak. I'm the CEO and developer of the T3 Fibs Pro Trader. And what we want to do is walk you through a quick tutorial on what we teach you and what you're going to learn during your time with Nexgen. First, why do we trade? Everybody trades. Bottom line, you want to make money. Whether you're working to create personal wealth for yourself, whether you're working for independence or to be able to quit your job, whatever the case that you want to trade, bottom line, you're going to make money. There are a few people who are retired who love the intellectual stimulation of learning how to day trade and overcoming new challenges. But in the end, we all want to make money, and that's why you're here. And let's talk about the money. What we're going to do, and we're going to show you the potential to make at least $500 a day trading a couple of contracts. And we primarily focus on the futures market, S&P futures, gold, crude oil, NASDAQ futures. You can use our methods and our software on Forex, cryptocurrencies, even stock charts. You don't have to day trade with them. You can swing trade. But we do prefer people learn how to day trade first, and then you can take those methods to a larger time frame. Now, if you make $500 a day, that's $10,000 a month. And, what we really are going to focus on in this little tutorial is we're going to focus on compounding profits. Making $250 a day is nice on a contract, but making $10,000 or $20,000 a day is going to be better. What we're going to do, there's two things. First, our Fibonacci software. I'm going to make a big fat claim, and I want to tell you that we can back this up. Our software will predict the turning points in advance every day, over and over and over and over. Scary accurate. When you see our Fibonacci support hold, and it's going to go to the resistance most of the time. And this is really what you're getting from us as far as analysis, where the market's going to stop, where the market's going to go. And if you know those two things, and you're right 75% of the time or more, the ability to make a bunch of money is going to be there. When we talk about making money, we're going to teach you how to make $500 to $10,000 a day. And I know, again, big fat claim, but you're going to see people doing this every single day with our software and our Discord, and you're going to see it for yourself when you get the demo going. More importantly, you're not going to have to put a lot of money at risk, because we're going to show you how to use the current trader funding companies out there to virtually eliminate your financial risk. When you go to our website, you'll see software installed, but there's four main firms that we use: Apex Trader Funding, Take Profit Trader, Elite, and Top Step. And these guys have been around for a long time, and they do a really, really good job. And just to give you a short version, this is an example account from Apex, and it's a $50,000 account. And what they do is they set up a simulator account for you, and you trade our rules, our software, and your objective is to make $3,000. And you have to make it before you lose $2,500. And if you do that successfully over the course of a week, then they're going to give you the $50,000 account to trade live. Now, with this account, you're going to be able to keep the first $25,000 in profit, and you're going to be able to keep 90% after that. Now, right now, they're actually running a 90%, but they do 80, 70, 80, 90% off all the time. So this is an 80% example. The fee that you would have to pay to get a $50,000 account is $167. Now, at 80% off, that's only $33.40 a month. So for $34, you get the opportunity to show your skills, and if you hit your profit objectives, they give you the account to trade. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach you a couple things. Number one, we'll teach you how to trade. But number one, we're going to start you on simulator and market replay. And in the simulator, you're going to be trading the live market. You're going to be trading our software. You'll trade our rules. And you're going to be building confidence and refining your trading skills. And once you get to a point where you say, hey, I can win every day and I know the rules and I'm doing well, that's when we tell our clients to go to somewhere like Apex Trader Funding. And before putting any of your own financial capital at risk, it's really important that you test your skills in a live market environment with a little bit of pressure. And it's only 34 bucks, but it still creates a little bit of financial pressure on you. And if you do well, again, keep in mind you get to keep the first 25 grand in profits and 90% of the additional profits after that. And then ultimately, if you're winning and you're winning with somebody else's money, if you want to trade your own money, that's fine. You're more than welcome to do that. Visually, what are we going to teach you? We're going to teach you how to read your indicators, where to get in. We have very, very specific rules on where to get into the market at Fibonacci support. And it shouldn't come as a surprise. We're going to exit at Fibonacci resistance. And when the market behaves, it doesn't behave all the time. We do take losers. But when it behaves, you're going to get in at support. You're going to buy low. Obviously, look to sell high when we get to Fibonacci resistance. And, this one example trade on the S&P was worth $1,187 on 2 contracts. And that's what we're talking about. When we tell you we can teach you how to make $500 a day, we can do that blindfolded without any trouble at all. 100%, we're sure of it. More than that is realistically what you're going to end up seeing in a day. And remember, we talked about Apex and some of these trader funding firms. They have trade copiers that you can buy. They're a couple $100, but what it does is it allows you to trade your own live account if you want. You can trade multiple Apex accounts if you want. You could trade multiple trader funding firms. You could trade Apex. You could take Profit Trader. You could do 3 or 4 different firms at the same time. And what we're going to teach you is it's more important to have the right trade and the winning trades and to be able to trade more contracts. So remember that trade we made $1,187 on with 2 contracts? Well, if you traded 20 contracts, you made $12,000, just under. And what these copiers are going to do, this is a snapshot from our live Discord. We do have a live Discord where, here, I'll bring it over real quick. We run a live class 9 to noon, Monday through Friday. We've got a live traders chat. We've got live trading examples. We've got rules. We've got educational materials. We've got the short version. We've got trading plans in here for you. We basically have everything you need. Tech support, that's where you're going to end up loading your demo software when you get your demo software going. But short version is multiple accounts. This trader did the same trade we were just talking about. He made about $1,200 on the trade. The benefit is that one trade he did on 20 different accounts. So he actually made about $25,000 on that one trade. And that's really what we're going to be looking for. We're going to take the right trades, teach it to you on simulator, then give you the opportunity to trade multiple accounts through the trading firms for very little money.
All right, let's talk about pricing. You'll have an opportunity to lease our software for 6 months for $3,500, which will include all of our Discord, educational material, all of the basics you need to get started. You also have a purchase option if you want a lifetime NinjaTrader version of our software for $9,500. And then we also, in addition to our free Discord training room, we have an advanced training room where myself, John Novak, we'll run the live NASDAQ market. We'll talk about some of the advanced trades that we do. We'll do some live trades in the room and give users the opportunity to take their trading from basics to a much higher level.
So there's 3 skills we will teach you to master. Number 1, reading your charts. And again, this is about 90% of your trading day, reading your charts. But there's 3 key components. Number 1, you have to know when the market is likely to continue in a direction, up or down. Number 2, you have to know exactly where it's likely to go. And that's really where our Fibonacci support and resistance comes in. And then ultimately, you have to recognize when the market is going to stop trending. And once you have a really good grasp on where it's going, when it's going to continue, and where it's going to stop, the trading becomes very intuitive. We're going to teach you really precise entries. Very little risk on your trades for the amount of reward potential. Using our Fibonacci areas in our software, you're going to be able to get in $100 risk and be able to make $200, $300, $400 on a trade. We're also going to teach you about trade management. Not every trade wins, and some trades you have to get out of. So we've got a very specific set of rules for when to get in and when to get out. And look, we're going to make a promise to you. This is going to be the best software ever. You don't know it yet because you don't have it, but we put our software out in the late 90s, and it's relatively unchanged since the 90s. And the reason why is it works. It's based on Fibonacci, and Fibonacci is how the universe is organized. Look it up on the internet if you haven't learned about Fibonacci. And Fibonacci works. And the way we've put it together at such a high level, our algorithms will shock you with the amount of accuracy for tops and bottoms. Service. Look, I started off in the hospitality business, restaurant management, things of that nature. We have a very service-first oriented business. When you get on demo and you work with our crew, you're going to really understand how much service. And then we don't kick you in the pants and throw you out the door when you buy software. We actually beg you and hope that you will spend time in our Discord, in our community, posting trades, asking questions, really making sure that you get everything that you need. I'm sure you're going to run through Trustpilot and go read what everybody has to say about us, so we definitely appreciate that. And bottom line, look, your 7-day demo, it's going to include all the automated Fibonacci levels and software that you need. It's going to have our live Discord training classes. Our rules have been used for over 20 years to create winners. We're not making anything up new. Everything that you need is here from A to Z. And if you're a beginner, we cater to beginners. You don't need to know anything. We'll teach you everything you need to know from A to Z. So sign up, get started with your demo today, and we look forward to helping you learn how to trade Fibonacci at a very high level.